Hello everyone, today we're taking a quick look at the Breitling Premier B25 Datora 42mm annual calendar chronograph, model number AB2510201K1P1. If you're new to my channel, my name is Howard. I'm a watch enthusiast. I don't work in the watch industry, but I use my spare time to try to find watches like this to do review. And if you find it helpful, please consider subscribing because it really helps with me in terms of continue making videos in the future. So when this one came out, I was actually quite intrigued to try to get my hands on one because I find it's very good design, a lot of functions packed in with a beautiful, like kind of a salmon dial and a reasonable price. So let's just get to the chase. Overall, it's a good size, 42mm, slightly on the larger side. If you have a mid-sized wrist, you should be able to handle that. A little bit on the thicker side though, 15.3. It is thick because it's packing a lot of functions. 50 lug-to-lug 50, so that's not too bad. Plus you have a leather alligator. You can drop down your wrist right away. You don't have to integrated metal shape. The lug width is 22. Overall, look, this one's got, as the name indicates, annual calendar chronograph. You got obviously the chronograph function. This is the chronograph start. You have the regular running 60 seconds here. This is the 30-minute chronograph counting, and this is the date. Right now it's pointing on 29. This black is a little bit harder to see in the moon phase. So you got and obviously you got the month and the week, which day of the week. Saturday, April 29th as of right now. So you start the chronograph. Now you will start running. Yeah, so it's packed a lot of features. Obviously, the tachymeters is at the edge of the outside bezel. Very pleasing color. I think the real color in person looks better than the video. On the video, feels a little bit more yellow, but on the in the natural lighting, it looks just more a light salmon color, not a dark one. The case, the bezel on top, you have the glass, then you have the little bit of a polished design. At the bottom here, you have more of a satin finish, shoulders polished, alligator leather. It's brown leather, but it looks like a black. It's dark brown. Nice Breitling embossed print there. It is quite thick. So this is, I believe, caliber Breitling B25. Yeah, there you go. That's the name actually. In the they put the B25 caliber in their watch name. Power reserve 48, a little bit on the lower side. I wish it's a little bit more, but it's got a lot of functions. A lot of consumptions, water resistance, 100 meters, 330 feet. And that's the basics. I mean, if you like, all these features, it's probably pretty good. It does, one of the things that could be a little bit better is, these sub-dial numbers, it's pretty skinny and not a bold print. So it makes it look little bit harder, right? I mean, these are very small, light, non-bold letters. Same for the date. So, if you're just taking a quick glance, like right now, there's no way you can see the date, 29 with a black hand, right? But that's the challenges of these sub-dials with the date, right? I mean, I've always said I like the date just to give me a window, right? I don't like to see these sub-dial with a little tiny needle pointing at the date. I mean, oftentimes it's very difficult to see, but that's the design of a lot of these watches. All right, Breitling Premier B25 Datora 42 annual calendar chronograph. My wrist is 6.5 inches, 16.5 centimeter. A little bit on the smaller side. So a 15.3 millimeter watch it's not something I can handle. Definitely not. It's too thick. My personal limit is like 13.8, 13.9, definitely under 14. But this one you can just see it sits so tall. Sure, you can still fit in a shirt. I mean, that's fine. It's not a problem. But it just looks so much taller sitting on my tiny wrist. I mean, the good thing is the alligator leather band just drops right away. And if you tighten it, I mean, it looks tight, right? It doesn't look super big because Lug-to-lug is 50, so it's not super big. But for me, unfortunately, I think it's too much. It's too much. It's not long, but it's too tall. It's too tall. So this watch in the US is $14,000. $14,000 because it's packed. It's packed a lot of functions. Honestly, it's a well-made watch. Breitling obviously got the brand name as well. On the secondary market, I think you can pick one up for excellent condition under 10 for sure. I mean, these watches probably you can go to a dealer and negotiate a little bit as well. Only 2 to 3 brands that there's no negotiation. Pretty much every other brand you can negotiate, get a discount. But secondary market, probably under 10, you can get a really good one. All right, this is Breitling Premier B25 Datora 42 annual calendar chronograph. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.